of the changes again? It was like higher fissure range, and was his ult just does more damage?
More damage, lower cooldown, I think, as well, by like 20 seconds, at least level 1.
So I like the idea for Secret. It leans into that aggression style. It's probably going to be some like Vanguard Shaker going Link, and then you play with your team. Assemble Vanguard, go Ocarina thing. But I think for OG, they should be happy with their last pick. Some Undying. It's like Undying Sky, super strong lane, just gonna bully through it. Do they have the execution to be able to beat Secret? I just think OG looked kind of sloppy, unfortunately, in the previous game. And if they're sloppy again, then they will just like.
Yeah, let's say that Secret do have that same aggression we've seen for the past, 6 games that they've played now, Kezu. Do you think OG's lineup can withstand that? Are the lanes strong enough?
They can, but I really like this Earthshaker Techies lane, and I think it might cause a lot of troubles for this, what is it, Void bench lane. So yeah, I've got my money on Secret here.
Alrighty, I'm excited for the Earthshaker offlaner. This is what everyone's come to see. So let's go game 2. Secret could get their first series win. It's Beak Up and Lacoste.
Prepare for battle.
Thank you very much. Coming into game number 2, we'll see if Secret can take series 2-0. Eventually, at the end of this series, somebody's going to have a victory under their belt, and it's going to be Secret right now. What are your thoughts, Lacoste, coming into game number 2?
Be positive.
OG decided to go with something slightly more different in the second game. This last pick, Undying plus Sky, should be a lane where they should win this lane, no doubt about it. But then again, you are playing into Techies, like the most contested hero so far of the DPC hero with the insane win rate, so he can make big turnaround plays. It also depends like how well you're CSing with Seeker. Not gonna be an easy lane by any means for Secret safe lane. And also another off laner,
30 seconds
Earthshaker from the off lane. We haven't seen much. I think there were a couple of games in different regions, but the hero has been buffed, like bigger AoE on Echo Slam that panel talked about, more damage, less cooldown. I think less cooldown is the big one, where it does actually allow you to use your ability. And then cast point improved on Enchant Totem, bigger Fissure range, so pretty much buffed in every... Because he got nerfed heavily when we reduced all the stun durations. Right. The hero got nerfed so hard, every single ability pretty much, because this is the hero that relies on stun onto stun onto stun. And everything got nerfed, so he kind of was in an awkward spot and needed a little bit of loving from Frog, and got it in the C patch.
From Frog? Not Mr. Ice Frog or anything like that. You're on a Frog named Sis? With the Frog?
Yeah. Puppy will be keeping out. He's going to be keeping out to the tier 1 tower bottom. Also another hero that so far had an amazing time in the DPC. This is Void Spirit, a hero that can pop off so quickly. Universal hero, new tech build, Echo Saber Deso. Echo Saber, whether you want to get like something Kaya-san to be even more tanky. There's multiple ways you can build a hero. And at the top lane, Chu plus Yoragi. Start to put some pressure on Boom.
And it's early level of Nature's Attendance, right? So like you're not getting that extra damage input from Chu though to start this game.
Not at the level 1. Still, Yamich doing a very good job harassing them back. And it's not that easy to last hit against Earthshaker, who's starting with Enchant Totem. This is offlane Earthshaker we're talking about, so you don't want to get Fissure. He's dropping really low here in the bottom lane. Does have healing salve that he brought for himself, so Chrysalis knows what he's going to be playing into, that he will need to pop that healing salve relatively early on. If you don't have it, if your position 5 doesn't have angles to share with you, it's playing to go real bad real quick.
Make sure that they survive in these lanes. The aggressive laning stage they had in game number 1 was the key to victory, at least in that first game. So we'll see both teams kind of handle this one. I was thinking about the Techies, and you were saying, you know, Yamish just kind of right-clicking away. There was a point where it felt like Techies was a tickle machine in terms of his right.
Now being Universal hero and buying into early stats does make things a lot better for Techies. He's actually a hero. Like with 3 branches and the circlet on level 2, you have 62 damage. You have almost the same amount of damage as level 2 Faithless Void with the same items.
Really, you can start to feel the aggression when you get to that level 2 and say the sticky bomb, even more come out. And if you can't sustain, or if you're mid only level 1 time walk where you're caught in the cooldown, you could get caught if you're not too careful.
Duragi is still saving the point. Both safe laners are kind of struggling to get the last hits in. Both sitting at 8th right now.
Attend us.
Feel through this. Early level in the Nature's Attendance, not going into the level of the Impetus, but Boom going off to the side. He pick up a Healing Lotus, so he's got that. In bottom lane, Aramis sitting at about half health. Off lane Undying, we've talked about this hero a couple times. We haven't quite seen it when we were together in terms of casting in the off lane position, but here with the Skywrath Mage, it feels like it could be a pretty strong lane.
He's a hero that puts in a lot of pressure on the enemy safe laner, even though he's not playing into strength safe laner. Aramis now already used Concussive Shot. Once they hit level 3, especially level 3 on Puppy, Aramis needs to be careful. If he's caught out of position, I could see him dying in this lane.
Chu forcing the Chu not working with all. And I'm gonna head towards mid to try and swipe this water rune. 4 seconds towards that, really wanting to hold it for BZM. And there's the net, there's the Aether Remnant, some control here on the Yamage. Not enough damage. Well, bottom lane, Puppy getting run down, killed off by Aramis for first.
My blood too, if it meant
Couple of
the
DKs
sky
as
that
well.
Sion were restored.
Now, top of Crystallis, 2 points from Concussive Shot. Crystallis really struggling to get those last hits going. Hold the lane for himself, bottom, onto the small camp. Try to get something going, mid lane. Pretty even in terms of CS. Puppy will feel water on the mid lane. Maybe try to make a move with Blood Grenade.
BZM, Dissimulate, going to the back line of it, but getting run down here by Puppy and Armel. It's a big kill to get when you really want this little Shrek to get off the jumping point.
I did not think that they're going to be able to get the kill there on
Dire
Void Spirit. And it
structures
seems like
are fortified.
BZM is thinking the same. Lifting the wave, putting in some extra damage. Full magic sticks available for Concussive Shot. Yeah, Crystallis looks very dead here.
So they're going to get that kill on the Bloodseeker. And when you lose your mid like that, you got to get something back. And when it ends up being the safe laner of the other side, that's a good return kill. Some solid aggression coming in here from OG, as it looks like they're also going to get Puppy. Not really much spot for him to run. Maybe he could deny himself to the neutral, but Hermes has that level 2 in the Arcane Bolt, so extra damage in there with that in the Concussive Shot.
Good start on this OG off lane. Boom. Does have Vanguard available on Earthshaker. Not a traditional build by any means, but it's kind of what you want to buy to be able to self-sustain. Go into Arcane Boots, pretty similar to what Doom, I would say, is doing. And then you can disassemble it, go into Octarine Core later on, but I feel like he might need an earlier Blink Dagger. Like, by earlier, I mean Arcane Boots into Blink Dagger straight. Get that initiation going, because right now, are getting ran over in terms of the laning stage. Armel.
Yeah, chasing after Chu with Yamage, Blood Grenade, but, you know, Yamage is also kind of getting run down at the same time as they kill off Chu by this Hellbear Smasher. And now Yamage. Can he get away from this Hellbear? Uh-oh. He can.
Did manage to tip him while all this is happening.
Thinking he would get that kill. Astral Step on our mill over mid. Already an Aether Remnant down, but he'll throw another one out with another Astral Step. They'll get that kill on Armel solo.
Make it abomination.
And he got the big chunk of gold from that kill. Solo kill that is. I'm really worried for Crystallis. He's level 4, 7 minutes into the game, closer to level 5, but he can't be in this lane. He shows up, they just can't kill DM. He's about to finish off his Vanguard in 400 gold.
Is under attack.
There's the Maroons. Both picked up by OG members. Uh-oh, this is a bad sign. Like, you see Uragi actually going in and picking up that XP rune. That's huge. That's massive. supports.
Denied.
Level 4, level 3 on Yamich this time around. I mean, he did struggle in the previous game as well in Spirit Breaker to get the levels, but it's a, I would say, different hero because is not global by any means.
Sinister Gaze, but that'll just seem to be the inevitable as he dies to the decay. And they're also going again for Armel at the same time as BZN gets another kill here on the Leshrac. OG starting this game off super strong, and Secret, it almost already feels like they're out of answers because Crystallis is getting run down and he's got a TP, but
he
it
does
looks
have a
like
raindrop available, but another concussive shot
is
will
gonna
finish
kill him
him
off. Yeah, that's now a killing spree for the Skywrath Mage. You said the lane was gonna be strong. I didn't think it was gonna be this
Radiant's middle tower
They
is under attack.
dismantle them in the lane. Yamich will deny double damage, making sure that BZM doesn't pick it up, and also Armel, he needs to find a lane for himself. He needs to find somewhere that he can go to. Right now, running down the bottom lane. Puppy, meanwhile, collecting some XP on the mid. Same goes for Yamich. You can see both of them really struggling to get those levels in.
Up there because it is not looking good for them. They've already got level 5 in the Enchantress, and Skywrath Mage is getting close to that level 6, and then you'll have that extra damage of the Mystic Flare to drop down on these heroes.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Bloodstone
under
being
attack.
built for Armel, no surprise there. Back to Boom, and he's going Arcane Boots too, like you said earlier. He's only level 6 though, and I don't know if his lane is really against this. Undying's 1,000 gold ahead.
Is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is
Look
under
at
attack.
Crystallis. He has this. Okay, Skywrath Mage now has more farm than enemy Bloodseeker.
A tithe to the
That's
impurities.
pre-level 6. If he gets level 6, maybe gets another kill on him. Crystallis needs to get to his Maelstrom as soon as possible. That's the farming item. There's no one in the bottom lane tribe. You can see him farming near the well.
Random well that exists on the outer ring.
Yeah, I like how we added like graveyard well. What are the other two?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Off the top of my head, but it's well wishes, and you get 1.5 mana per second. Always gonna have mana near the well.
That was well done. Valve adding that wishing well. We had those healing wells previously.
Armel again.
Armel.
He's gonna do well with this chase coming in onto him, but the 2-man stun and they get the kill onto Armel. Turn around and the Echo Slam. Boom with the
level
fissure.
1 aftershock.
Yeah, that is not going to be enough damage. We'll be able to survive, but Crystallis coming in, trying to at least turn this into something. They've already lost Yamich, and this TP in has to just be a quick run out.
Looked like a big Monka moment right there when Earthshaker running into a couple of heroes with Echo. Aftershock level 1, not really enough.
Radiant's middle
He's
tower
going for
is
this
under
farm-oriented build, picks up mana boots. As expected, we're thinking about maybe getting power treads, but next item, Blink Dagger, they're really struggling. Like, big difference. Puppy in the previous game was
Dire
level
are
6,
scanning.
free 10 minutes. Now he's level 5. There's a big difference on Lich, what he provides on level 5 and level 6. Yamich is just got level 4. This is like, we talked about secret supports in the previous game. We praised them highly because they did so well. And in this one, it's OG who's doing the same thing.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes we talk about power spikes, and that's usually like 1 or 2 heroes getting a bit of a boost from an item here or there. But OG, everybody's kind of hitting their mark at the moment, so
Radiant's
it's more of a power
bottom
swell.
tower is under attack.
Crystallis. Hey, 10 health, but can't get that kill quite yet. And Puppy just kind of moving
Radiant's
forward
bottom
here.
tower has
Not sure
fallen.
he could really supply much of anything when he's not even level 6, but finally gets it to have the Chain Frost available.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Like, Secret will need a lot of items on their side to be able to punch back. One Secret still needs to farm his farming item. That's a bad spot to be in. Becky needs to get his levels somewhere, somehow. I think you need to play around Lich. Puppy with the Chain Frost. Okay, Puppy just getting some CS, getting some gold.
Nice. That's value. Value town. 5k lead, 10-2 for OG. Like you said, they need the farming item here for Crystallis. I don't even know how much time they're going to need with said farming item to really start to come back into this. They want a Blink Dagger on Boom, but he's so far away from that. Like, these items just aren't going to come quick enough for Secret.
And Earthshaker, he needs to farm that Blink Dagger. It's just they're being overran by OG. DM having a blast of a game on top of net worth at the moment. Vanguard finished, will disassemble it, get wiped in 400 gold. That also means that damage from Secret ultimately will be mitigated.
Again, in trouble. Yuragi time walking in. Astral step forward. Yamage taking a lot of damage. There's the Echo Slam as well as the blast off. The Fissure, the control, but no kill. The Chrono. Puts an awkward spot here for BZM, but it's not going to matter when you lose Armel. And boom, all get run down as the Aether Remnant lands, and they'll get themselves another kill. It's just a matter of time.
There's a big difference now with them being under-leveled. Let's say the Stekis is level 6, has Proximity Mines, has another point in Blast Off or in Sticky Bomb. That would land them at least a kill. And OG, full force in this second game. They want to get the dub as well. Same goes for Team Secret.
Come get healed.
Heroes fell in that fight. Constant aggression coming out for OG. Secret aren't getting well in it.
Radiant are scanning.
It's just all aggression all the time. You can see it here. Aether Remnant. You've got help from Aramis. Crystal is getting run down once again. BZM's got another kill. He's unstoppable. It's already a 9,000 net worth lead. Chain Frost goes out, hits on a DM, not gonna matter. They get the kill there on a puppy. They'll take out Chu. They finally get themselves to 3, but DM,
the big kill. They can get it.
Hanwon charges to stay alive a little bit longer. And he'll pop them, and he's also got the Arcane Boots. So the decays come in. He's got himself now 20 on the strength. BZM's joined in the engagement. So make it 28 as he gets another decay on both those heroes. DM still surviving. Fissure lands. Here comes Yuragi. They really want to get something out of this. They go to the Rupture on a BZM. Chant Totem. Aether Remnant. Right clicks. Crystallis. BZM trying to survive. There is the Sinister Gaze as well as the Blast Off to get a kill on a BZM. But Aramis gets a kill on the Yamage and ends up getting at least a trade.
I like how OG is just bringing every single member of the team to the mid lane. Even Yuragi showed up, try to make some kind of a difference, pops in, uses time dilation.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Big kill to get. BZM, a lot of gold. Crystal has just picked up 600 for himself, which will push him closer to that Maelstrom. Still very, very in terms of favor of OG in this second game. BZM has that Echo Saber finish. There's no way he's getting a kill here.
Gonna dive any further. Puppy playing on the teetering edge of getting caught there by Yuragi and 2. And another Wisdom Rune going to OG. I'm kind of walking back in, and at the decay, they almost kill him once more, and he's forced to walk back again.
Full bracelet keeping him alive, that extra magic resistance. Love the build on Erebus this time around. This is something that Team Secret did a long time ago when Yapster played Secret. Rush Aghanim Scepter, but this is also Veil into Ags to have that extra magic amp on their side.
Is there what's the game plan here for Secret? Can they really turtle, or is the aggression just too much for them?
I don't know, it's Secret.
Can you open the restricted file and let me know?
I mean, Bloodstone's just finished. Bloodseeker still doesn't feel too comfortable. You know, he might keep the distance, use Rupture, and let the rest of the team finish off the kill. Bloodstone on Armel will make him a lot more tanky. Something that Fleshrack in general struggles is Granite with his Bloodstone.
Mystic Flare and the Tombstone all hit on the Boom. Silence again, so silence on silence, the Fissure, the Chain Frost. Now they've got a Rupture on DM, but he's more than tanky enough to survive just getting ruptured and standing still when the team is retreating on the side of the Secret. They'll go for Puppy and reactive taser, not going to do anything. Time walk forward. That's going to be a second dropping on Secret.
OG running at them every single time they have an opportunity. These ruptured chain frost not really dealing damage to Undying. To finish my point about Leshrac, like there's a bunch of magical damage inside of OG. That's something that Leshrac does struggle with, is physical damage. So this frost shield Cav is gonna come in handy, but then again there is Enchantress. I think heroes that do have this spell are gonna get so much value in this current meta. Being able to dispel Frost Shield, Tavis, Blood Rage, Taser, you name it. Enchant Totem, like, I mean, it's not the most important one, but a lot of these things
Radiant's
on their
top
side
tower is under
are
attack.
dispellable.
Like, much more difficult. He's activated by
Radiant's
okay,
top
he's only
tower
level
has
6
fallen.
now. 15 minutes into the game, still working on that 7.
A tithe to the impurity.
Radiant's top tower is
There
under
is
attack.
Skywrath Mage is 10, and so is the Enchantress, so you can definitely feel the level difference. 10 level split. Crystal is just getting blown up by BZM and Aramis.
You blink and you'll miss that kill. That's how quickly he goes down. BZM still has Dissimulate and another Astral Step.
If Taser never gonna land, they can't find these heroes. BZM able to walk away, and they've got this ward on the high ground at the steps, so they can see these heroes kind of wrapping around as they don't find anything out of this once again. How many more fights do you have left in your Secret?
Depends when you want to call it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It's not looking good for them. Like, they still need another set of items. Yeah, we've seen, let's see what Gaben has to say about this one. 5%, very generous in my opinion. I think the big turnaround play could be Earthshaker picking up that Blink Dagger, which he does have right now. 3 points in Aftershock. Let's see if he manages to find like any openings. Undying, too difficult of a kill to get, I would say, with 5 with status resistance from Sanj, 1800 HP. It's gonna be Heaven's Halberd, which
Radiant's
will make
bottom
Bloodseeker's
tower
life
is under
miserable.
attack.
Halberd just a very popular item. With all these right
Radiant
doors.
structures are fortified. Dire structures
Easy way to
are
shut
fortified.
them down for a quick moment. Mount Cocktail gone. Very quickly dispatched. But again, Secret just
Radiant's middle tower
never
is under
really
attack.
having an answer for these movements from OG.
Using much more active as we see on screen. Initiated on. We'll jump in.
Chain Frost not going to bounce anywhere, and they'll get yet another kill. It's a mega kill streak here for DM. As well, at the same time, Aramis is going to get a kill through onto Yamich and put himself at 8-0-7 on the Skywrath.
Aramis is propping off. This is pre-Philly Stone. 20 minutes into the game. We'll have that Aghanim Scepter finished off. He's sitting underneath the Observer Ward, not the conventional, like not the most common Observer Ward spot. So he could have been caught there. They're going the full wraparound. OG going over the bridge.
Through the woods. Just out of their sights. It's that Watcher, and that is a Tormentor available if
Radiant's
OG
top
want to
tower
start taking
is
it.
under attack.
Probably could take it pretty quickly with nobody around. We'll take both Wisdom Runes again, which means the experience difference is just going to continue to grow at a massive rate here for OG over Secret. And I said a moment ago, it was what, 10 level
Radiant's
split?
top tower
Now
is
it's a
under attack.
16 level split, and the experience difference is such a wide gap.
Dire are scanning.
And it's getting bigger and bigger. Yeah, look at that graph.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Downfall of Team Secret in this second game. Still yet to see Big Echo Slam with the Blink Dagger picked up. He's going to be looking for the opportunity. Not going to be an easy one by any means. Look at the
Radiant's
tankiness.
middle tower is under attack.
PM. 2.5k HP on his Void Spirit. DM 2000 with status resistance. magic with this Zora.
He's stepping up and going for Chu, but he's got level 4 in the Nature's Attendant. That makes him very difficult to kill. Rupture again on DM, but a 3-man decay. It's just really, he can hold his ground and not be too scared. Even when he's ruptured, he's not trying to run from these fights. And they'll call GG. 22 minutes into the game, OG start to finish. Body Team Secret.
Yeah, they try to kill Undying a couple of times in a row to see if they have damage. The answer is no. The answer is really no, and OG having a blast of the game. And the second one completely overran Team Secret.